Now, today, for my movie script, The Titan Cracker, I will be building a double barrel shotgun. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you doing that? Indie mogul Eric Beck already did that. But his was made out of strong wood and was very complicated to make. Mine will be much easier to make, and I'll make the majority out of it out of foam. So then, hopefully, if you want, you could throw it around or carefully, lightly hit someone with it, and it wouldn't break. Neither would it break the person you're hitting. So here we go. Okay, here's what you'll need if you want to build my shotgun. 1/4 inch diameter, 2 foot and 4 inch long PVC pipe in which you will cut in half. 2 small toy handguns. I just bought these 2 from the dollar store. Some foam boards. Some silver spray paint. Some brown spray paint. Some black spray paint, a hot glue gun, some hot glue for your hot glue gun, a wooden dowel and a saw to cut your wooden dowel, a X-Acto knife, goop, scissors, washers, brass washers. First, cut an extra thick PVC pipe in half. Then cut one of those halves into 3 equally sized thirds. Now cut a large rectangle from your foam, and then cut 1/4 of it off, in which we will use later. Then hot glue. I just took a spare PVC pipe I had laying around and hot glued it to a circle I cut out of the same foam I made the rectangle out of. Then I need you to cut that weird shape and then glue it to the quarter. There. Then cut a small piece and glue it to the 3/4 of the rectangle. Then I also will want you to glue just this little scrap piece of foam to the 3/4 of that piece. Oh, and one good thing to do is cut little pieces out of the foam to make it look like real wood. Just make it look really chunky like. This is how I made mine look. And then after you're done making it look like that, spray paint it brown. Then with the 2 toy guns, originally I was going to fill them with glue, but then I decided just to glue them together. So then I decided to just glue them together, and then after that I spray painted them black. And then I hot glued them to that little piece. Now these will be our triggers. As you can see, I hot glued. Now take your 3 equally sized halves. These 2 things I super glued together. Hot glued together. I also put some hot glue on the top to cover up the label. Your 2 PVC pipes, this thingamajig, and then this other foam piece, and spray paint everything I just listed a metallic color. You can paint it whatever metallic color you want. Most people would probably spray paint it a silverish color. You could also spray paint it bronze if you want to do something a little bit more unique. But just spray paint it all. Then, using the goop I listed earlier, glue 2 out of 3 of those thirds onto that quarter piece. Then measure how long your 3/3 piece is. Then cut a wooden dowel to the same size as your 3/4 piece is long. Now, originally, I was planning on recording me building this, but I forgot to. So this is for the shotgun. It's pretty simple how it's made. As you can see, it's just made out of the foam that we made the rest of the body of the shotgun out of. It's these 3 main pieces and then a bunch of little pieces to give it more of a curved roof. So yeah, it's amazingly simple. Then after I spray painted that thing black, I put it onto the wooden dowel in which I spray painted brown. Then, using that goop stuff, I glued the wooden dowel onto my thing. Then I also gooped those 2 little things onto the trigger piece using the goop. Then I measured them to compare it. I compared them to each other to know how to goop. Well, actually, I hot glued my PVC pipes on, the 2 silver PVC pipes onto the gun using my hot glue gun. The reason why I had to put them together is to see where they needed to go. Then I figured out the PVC pipe was too thick, so instead I just spray painted a pencil silver after cutting the eraser and tip off, and then glued it to another circle piece. Then, finally, I put them all together and hot glued the final circle piece onto the pencil, finishing the shotgun. And that's how I made it. And if you want some shells, then I actually made my shells the same way Eric Beck made his. I cut some pieces of wooden dowel and then spray painted them red and glued the washers onto them. So I finished the shotgun. If you look at my pile of weapons over there, you can, there it is. Now, I have to admit, I'm kind of disappointed in it. I expected it to look like a real shotgun, but it ended up looking more like steampunky, like something you would see out of a Tim Burton movie. But, so yeah. So, if you want something steampunky that maybe could be out of a Tim Burton film or something more fantasy, something that doesn't feel quite real, then go with my shotgun building technique. And if you want to build something that looks like a real shotgun like I wanted to make, then you should definitely just go to Indie Mogul for Eric Beck's shotgun. Just type in Indie Mogul shotgun. You want that. Although, if you do that, then you may as well say that I sent you. But anyways, so take your shotgun and point it at your computer and fire off both bullets and hope one hits the subscribe button for my channel and the other one hits the like button for this video. Now, I want to know how good you thought the sound quality of my video is, because I'm not good at judging that. Do you think it was good? Do you think it was really bad and I should get a new microphone, another one, or do you think it was great? Just let me know, because I'm interested. Goodbye!